to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get... The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes offense has the ball first today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 40. This establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
To the air, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. A first down for the offense. The hand to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. The Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium.
Oh, he's got some sleeves. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the Oregon Ducks offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break it.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll leave it with him. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great... with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. The snap sets up to throw. They've got the screen set up. He breaks a tackle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Such a great job by the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now it goes to dime package, just a nickel package. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And you want to run the ball. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to...
We played one, and we are right back where we started. All tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun.
On the set.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Lost to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Graham. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Peoples.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Tate. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, just 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Trying to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it
it's clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive, and I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of the deep ones.
Moore to the air. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Benson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gonna run it. It's Hughes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Under fire. Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it out? They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves. step off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Moore will throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields to punt to try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. It'll be 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different runs. Drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and get positive yardage.
The horseshoe
sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Hughes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Maybe the 3rd and this long. Everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. How about sacks just like that?
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Can't get him to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Got it in the middle, it's Benson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are on.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continue.
There he goes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hang on, Swoopy. Finds the back on the option to give. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Right on target this time. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all...